Reports here telling us about this morning's fire conditions. And are we seeing gusty winds this morning, Court?
Winds have diminished a bit overnight into early on this morning. They're still strong enough to be a concern, though, across our region, and that is something we're going to be contending with over the next couple of hours before those winds become stronger again this afternoon and into this evening. Now, I want to show you this live look outside right now. This is from Hamilton City on the eastern edge of Glenn County, looking to the east. You can see clear skies overhead as the sun is rising over the crest, and we've got that layer of smoke. A little tough to see because it's being backlit by the sun, getting a little closer to rising over the crest this morning, but that is the smoke plume that you're seeing there from the park fire burning on the eastern side of the valley up into the foothills in Butte and Tehama counties. Now, temperatures this morning starting out a bit more comfortable. We're in the 70s for the valley and foothills. We're in the 50s to 60s in our mountain zones. Red flag warning for high fire danger in effect for Modoc and Lassen County areas where some of the strongest winds are expected, gusts to 35 miles an hour with humidity potentially dipping into the single digits in those zones. So that's going to be a big concern today as well. Right now, winds sustained out of the southeast to 10 miles an hour. These winds are a little bit further from the east to west than they were overnight, so that could fan flames a little further to the west right now, but then those winds are back to the southeast heading through the day today. 15-mile-an-hour gusts this morning, 20-mile-an-hour gusts this afternoon, 25-mile-an-hour gusts this evening. So those winds do intensify heading into the evening hours, dropping off in the overnight hours into early Friday, and then picking back up Friday afternoon to 20 miles an hour with 30-mile-an-hour gusts Friday evening. So that is going to be a big concern. Humidity, another major concern. It has not recovered well overnight into this morning. It's mostly below 30%, and it's going to be dipping into the teens. And remember, that measures how much moisture is in the atmosphere, and the lower those numbers are, the easier it is for fires to start and spread. Clear skies as far as clouds go overnight, and the active weather we've seen over the last few days in the Sierra is now well off to our east. High pressure to our east and west driving the sunshine and the hot temperatures, but not as hot today because the increased onshore flow and delta breeze. Now, the cooling influence from that, very welcome, but right now we really don't want to see those winds kicking up, and they are being driven by low pressure centered in our region and to our north. This system is actually going to split, with one half of that tracking south along the coast, driving a more substantial cooling trend from tomorrow into this weekend. Your futurecast: sunshine at 8 a.m., more of the same at noon, sunny skies for your afternoon hours. Now, the smoke plume from the park fire in Butte and Tehama County zones is going to get diverted to the northwest this afternoon, and that's where we're going to see the biggest concerns, and then straight to the north overnight tonight into tomorrow with more sunshine on tap for your Friday, sunshine straight through the weekend. High temperatures today, mostly in the 90s for the northern mountains. 80s to mid-90s in the Sierra and Southern Cascades. Foothills in the 80s to upper 90s as well. And if you're in the valley, triple-digit heat still likely. 103 degrees for Redding and Red Bluff, 102 degrees for Chico and Orville, 105 degrees for Willows, where we're not seeing that same cooling influence from those south winds. And then checking in with what I'm tracking for you in your 7-day forecast. Temperatures dipping into the upper 90s for Chico Friday, upper 80s Saturday with lows in the 60s this weekend, low to mid 90s Sunday, but back to the mid to upper 90s by the middle of next week. Redding triple-digit heat looking to linger Friday, but lower 90s Saturday with lows in the 60s this weekend, mid 90s Sunday, back to the mid 90s to low triple digits heading into next week. So Kelly, enjoy that cool down while it lasts this weekend. But again, fire danger a major concern for us today, tomorrow with those strong south winds. We're going to keep on tap at the latest on the park fire conditions throughout this morning.
Thank you, Court.